embarrassing moment?
Wait, we haven't asked the. We're not recording.
What's your
yet.
most embarrassing moment? Your most embarrassing moment.
What's your most embarrassing moment?
Embarrassing?
I recorded
Wait,
this,
I'm
okay?
talking!
Was when I was walking to school this one day, and this girl looks just like my friend, and then like I went and then I jumped on her, and it wasn't even the right girl.
Oh, okay. So I was running the mile, and there's this really cute guy behind me, and I didn't realize there's like a muddy pile like in front of us, and I stepped in it, and I fell, and then my friend fell on top of me, and my shoe got stuck in the mud. Oh my god, it was horrible.
Well, this just happened last week. Me and Reina went into Mr. Johnson's class instead of, what was it? Mr. Krieger's class.
It's in a calculus competition, and the group member, like I'm the first group member in the whole group, and the president of our group is on the top, on the like right in front of me, and the teacher is like, welcome all the president come into the front, from like the stage. While I was playing the phone or whatever, like reading the paper, when they say it, I saw like the people goes like in the front, I was go right like follow him. Everybody's like, no, Abby, it's not you. I'm like so embarrassed, so I just like go back. Like
My sophomore year was an embarrassing moment that I had. I was with my friend Soledad and my friend, and we were trying to race to get my friend Freddie, and I accidentally slipped in front of the whole class, and I got scratched, and that was my most embarrassing.
My embarrassing moment was in sophomore year. For our dance class, we had to like do a dance during lunch, and then in the end, me and my friend Odalis had to carry this big board, so we couldn't carry it, so I fell in front of everybody. Nobody helped us, so it was like awkward moment.
My most embarrassing moment was sophomore year when we were in the pool and my friend Vanessa, saved me and got me out. So she's my hero.
I was at a store and me and my brother were running because we wanted to get shotgun, and everybody likes to get on shotgun. So we were running to our car, and it resulted to be a different car.
Embarrassing moment? When I was walking in front of some cute guys and I tripped and I just walked away. That was embarrassing.
My most embarrassing moment was in third grade when I was I think I was sick with the flu or it was my allergies, but I remember my nose was like really stuffy. But my friend said this funny joke and I laughed and like.
What's your most embarrassing moment?
Wait, are you actually recording it?
Oh.
Well, one of them was when I fell in track doing doing hurdles.
My most embarrassing
Well, you
moment.
gotta record it.
Wait,
though,
I'm
okay?
talking!
You gotta re-record.
You're rude. Okay, well, like,
You're so recording.
I tripped in front of everyone in second grade, and that was like horrible. We're all laughing.
Oh, I threw up on my first day of school.
Ew. I cried my second day of high school.
Embarrassing moment.
My most embarrassing moment, I think would be like in 6th grade when I tripped and fell and scraped my arm in front of everyone, and yeah, I wanted to cry, but I didn't because everybody was there.
Most embarrassing moment.
Embarrassing?
This is my pants in class.
I was walking in Mr. Krieger's class and I tripped on the recycling bin and I almost fell in it.
My embarrassing moment was when I walked out of the store and I got into someone else's car thinking it was mine.
My most embarrassing moment is when I went to Six Flags and like I couldn't go on the Green Lantern because it was like the seat was like all the way up, and so like I had to lift me up and like put me on the ride. And yeah, that was my
My embarrassing moment was I was at a party and I was like 10 years old
and I really needed to go to the bathroom, so I ran into the girls' bathroom, thinking it was a guy's, and then my sister walked in, I asked her, where's the guy's bathroom? She's like, no, it's the girls' bathroom. And then the whole couple of girls walked in, and that was the most embarrassing thing of my life.
In high school playing basketball, I got dunked on by Tayshaun Prince.
Most embarrassing moment. I was running track in high school, and it was a different track. I had never ran on a yard track before, and there was a finish line there, but it was the wrong one. So I was running in the race, and I was winning, beating everybody by a long way, and then I stopped and thought the race was over, and everybody passed me up, and they were laughing.
So what's your most embarrassing moment?
My most embarrassing moment, my second one, by the way, because I already had the first one. I'm gonna say, what is it, in April? I'm enrolled in a geology class, so I had to go to the Mojave Desert Preserve. And we were camping there, and our professor was too lazy to put a tent up, so he slept in the U-Haul. So in the morning I was thirsty, so I went to look for a gallon of water. He was sleeping inside the U-Haul, so I opened up the thing at 6 in the morning, and there he was sleeping, and I woke him up. So imagine, waking up your college professor.
I was trying to be all cute, talk to some guy, and I had like something stuck in my teeth.
No, I can't say it. It's no, I can't do this. I can't.
One of the most embarrassing moments was when I accidentally stole something from the store, but it was an accident though, and they caught me and yeah.
I don't know. I think one time I fell. Oh yes, I went on a field trip and I fell down. That was the most embarrassing thing ever.
You want to say something too?
Your most embarrassing moment, Sean?
When Miss Osuna had to take away like 10 points away from me in front of the whole class.
Oh my
Most
God.
embarrassing moment. I swear.
Be quiet.
My most embarrassing moment. I have a lot of embarrassing moments. I think most recently is when I was with one of my friends and I was in her car and I got out of the car and went to run an errand, and when I came back I got into the wrong car and there was a man in there and I freaked out. But that was my most embarrassing.
One of my embarrassing moments was when I walked to fifth period and I had a slushie in my hand and someone from the back came up and pushed me to the floor and it landed all up on my legs.
Do I have to answer it? Oh my God, I can't. I can't, I'm sorry.
It all started when I was just coming from recess in class, and then I just finished eating a meal, and then I farted, and then the whole entire class started looking at me, and
Well, my most embarrassing moment would be when I was in second grade. I was really shy, and so I had a best friend who sat next to me, and that day she had to leave home early, so I had no one by my side, and we were reading in our textbooks, and the teacher was calling the students to read. Well, meanwhile, the teacher was talking. I decided to balance the chair on one side, and I fell down since my friend wasn't next to me. But I made no noise at all. So when the teacher called on me, the teacher was like, Mari, where is she? She was there a minute ago. And apparently I made no noise when I fell down. And so they started looking for me and they looked under the desk and I was tangled.
I don't know, gosh. When I fart and like accident or stuff like that. When they ask you a question, you don't know what to say.
Slipping in the pool, dirty. Not in the pool, like outside.
Okay, sum it up. I was at my best friend's house and we were going to the pool. I was in a bathing suit, and then we were like running down the stairs, and halfway I guess I tripped on a broken one, and I went rolling down the stairs.
You want a quarter?
And then everyone was laughing at me. Yeah.
That's personal.
That is so personal, bro. Let's see.
I have 3
Well, not the most embarrassing, but I'll give you one. 6th grade, I was taking a shower and I saw a razor. So I decided, might as well. I didn't think it was gonna happen. I thought it was dope. Oh, curiosity killed the cat. So, like a couple days later, you know, eyebrows shaved and all that. ID picture and a sunburn. I look like an alien on my 6th grade ID.
It would have to be, I think it was kindergarten when we were sitting on the floor and they were reading us a book, and we had a very mean teacher, and she didn't want to, like, I didn't want to bother her to ask her to go to the restroom, and I peed on the carpet, and a kid next to me told the teacher out loud he peed on the floor, and that was probably the
3rd grade, I believe, and I peed in class. Yeah, I was telling the kid next to me to tell if he could tell the teacher to tell her that I needed to go to the restroom, but he thought I was kidding around and I peed on myself. And then the teacher put me out in the sun and on a chair to dry myself.
I was at the store with 2 friends and I was talking. And when I was talking, like saliva just came and I was like, hey, and it was like a long piece and like it just followed me.
Falling on the metro. There was a lot of people around, and I was running to catch the metro because the door was closing. So I just fall and almost go all the way into the railroad. And that was
It was like dark and there was like steps. I was walking down some steps, but I didn't know like there was an extra step. So I missed it and like I fell, but thankfully it was dark and like somebody was laughing at me, but it was just my friend, so it wasn't that embarrassing. But it was
school and I fell down the stairs and it's
my most embarrassing moment was actually here in the spot. You see that window there? All these people. It was closed. So I mean, boom. Right? Everybody turned around. That's why we put those lines. I mean, see, that's the reason, because I hit my head, banged into it. That was the most embarrassing ever.
Actually, at school, first day of school, I tripped. Everybody saw.
My mom put my ear in front of other people, and when my mom started hitting me in front of the people right here.
Okay, my most embarrassing moment was my first day of school, my junior year. I tripped in front of everybody.
In 3rd grade, when I peed in class, like I asked my teacher if I could go to the restroom, and I was holding it for a long time. And then when I was asking her so I could go to the restroom, I peed on the spot. And then I cleaned it with napkins.
Going to sleep in class and drooling all over my paper. Make people were just waking me up.
my most embarrassing moment was when my mom pulled the ear in front of everybody and I fell and I messed up. And I messed up in school.
When I was a kid, I was a baby, but I was a pretty grown kid, and I had accidentally, on purpose, dropped the TV on my leg, and I had broken my leg. And I had a cast on, and I didn't have crutches, and I didn't have a wheelchair, and my mom had me on a baby stroller for the whole time I had my leg broken. So
you know what's an even more embarrassing story? Okay, when I was a child. Oh my goodness. Okay, so when I was a child, why did I say this? Okay, when I was a kid, oh my gosh, you know how they have those awards of of like student of the month and everything. Okay, there's 2 Jasons in the whole school. And there's the second Jason I've ever met, Jason Erb. And it was so embarrassing, I remember his name. Okay, so they didn't, okay, they said, oh, student of the month is Jason. They didn't say the last name, right? So I go up there thinking, I'm so stoked here, and I'm just like, yeah, you know, like, oh, heck yeah, student of the month, like, yes, totally dope. All right, so I get there, and they didn't really have the heart to tell me, because I was already up on stage, and, oh my gosh, okay, so it wasn't really me who got it, but I guess this is the really embarrassing part. When I was younger, I had stage fright, and they kind of let you say your name as, like, you know, when you get up stage, it's like, oh, you know, like, oh, Jason, or whatever. So I go up there, and they give me the microphone, and I'm standing there, I'm looking at everybody, and the only words I can get out of my mouth were, Kiki, and that's all I said. And then I think I dropped the microphone, and I just walked off stage, and that was just, oh my gosh. And then after that, they told me, hey, you know what, it wasn't really you who got the award, it was Jason Erb. And yeah, that just tore my little heart.
Reminds me of the game.